Welcome back to Primetime News. Thanks for staying with us. The police are bracing for an increase in electronic fraud as more people are doing business online since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. With more time being spent on electronic devices and increased use of technology, cyber criminals are lurking, waiting to attack the unsuspecting. So, how can we protect our systems and data? Andrea Chisholm has details in this special report.
Money disappearing from bank accounts. Hackers taking control, stealing personal information such as usernames and passwords. It's all part of cybercrime, an illegal activity which uses items such as a computer, smartphone, the internet or network. Due to COVID-19, more people are using those very same items to do legitimate activities, including research.
Because so many people are so hungry for COVID-19 information, is that the cyber criminals have figured out very creative ways in which to send email phishing attacks around. Hey, click here for a cheaper test that you can buy at home. No go so. They're just using this frenzy situation to get people to just click on malicious links.
Even the World Health Organization has been a victim, reporting a dramatic increase in the number of cyber attacks on staff, as well as email scams targeting the public. On April 23, WHO said some 450 active email addresses and passwords were leaked online. Thousands more were from people working on a response to the novel coronavirus. Scammers even created fake WHO emails trying to get the public to donate money to an illegitimate fund. Here in Jamaica, Deputy Superintendent Warren Williams says the police cybercrime division has not received any significant reports since COVID-19. But with more people using debit or credit cards to do business online, a particular spike is expected.
A spike in electronic fraud, because most of the transaction that is now taking place online, people are paying more bills online, you have people who are doing educational stuff online, medical stuff online, so we're expecting that to happen.
From 2014 to 2018, the police got close to 2,850 reports of electronic fraud. Over 1,000 have been cleared up. The impact? More than 3.8 billion Jamaican dollars and close to 6.8 million US dollars swindled. How?
One particular example is if you do your banking online. Say, for example, people may check their bank balances or pay bills online. Once they get online to put their credit and debit card information, then if there's a malicious code embedded, based on the transaction that is being done, then it's easy for someone to steal this information. It can be a code to turn on your webcam. It can be a code which looks at all your information that you're inputting using the device. And once you move away or try to close your transaction, then the perpetrator will have that information and is able to get back into your account to do some sort of criminal activity.
Now, there are certain things we can do to prevent cyber criminals from getting into our devices and accessing personal information. How many times have you received a message via WhatsApp and even email asking you to click on a link or an attachment, and you just follow the instructions without even stopping to check if it looks fishy?
One wrong click can be detrimental. Cybersecurity training and general awareness come in handy. Christopher Record is the Chief Executive Officer of T-Tech.
Sometimes you get it's a legitimate email, or it looks like a legitimate email, and you're just reflectively about to click on this link, but the training informs you how to look at the link, put the mouse over the link to ensure that what it's saying is where it's coming from. And if there's doubt, just delete it. If it's important enough, somebody may call you, right? You have to detect that by just recognizing that, okay, I didn't ask for a list of new COVID-19 detection locations. I'm not even living in this country that this thing is coming from. This is not for me. I'm not going to click on this. This is malware.
Malware, as the name suggests, is bad. It can damage or steal information from your computer system.
It's always inviting you to click somewhere. It's always asking you sometimes for your credentials. You realize that, your password has expired. Click here to reset it. Password expired. Don't you have a password for that? Or if it looks like the banks don't normally ask you to click here to enter any password. So don't.
Speaking of passwords, 1234 is not a safe combination. Instead, mix capital and common letters, numbers, as well as special characters such as the number sign. Mr. Record recommends a minimum of 12 characters.
One of my engineers, used to say, "Hey Chris, you know what the easy passwords to do? Let's just use Jamaican slang." So when you use Jamaican slang, I don't bother get into expletives or anything like that, but you use Jamaican slang, spelling your way with, chances are the automatic password generators that cyber criminals use to just hit your system and try new passwords usually not going to work, because our language is, your spelling is your spelling, how you spell yo versus how I spell, well, go on, things like that.
Other useful tips: use multi-factor authentication, combining 2 or more credentials for access to important data. For example, a password, code, and fingerprint. Now in part 2 of our feature, cyber safety tips while working from home, and are businesses being forced to pay money to cyber criminals in order to get back stolen information? We talk ransomware. Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.